Salut à toutes et à tous, c'est Kovacs. J'espère que vous allez bien. Je suis de retour dans The Low Road. On va essayer de terminer. Voilà, donc je suis revenu au point où j'avais déjà vérifié le portrait. Allez. Donc je vais passer, hein, vous avez compris que je suis au même niveau. Donc je lui parle de Pierre Lapierre.
You'd think he'd rather.
He did come in first. The failure wasn't on our end.
Ah merde, c'est trop court.
Well, I noticed you're a fellow fan of Pierre Lapierre.
Non, je vais pas y arriver, c'est trop court.
Ah, a woman who knows her car history. You're going to fit in here just fine. Did you know my father personally handcrafted the car that won him his first major award? Second place at the 47 Delacroix Grand Cup. After that, he refused to race in anything but a Penderbrook.
You'd think he'd rather drive for the company that came in first.
He did come in first. The judges deducted points for unsportsmanlike behavior. The failure wasn't on our end. Isn't that right, Turn? Turn?
Bon, j'ai pris un risque, je sais pas si ça passe.
Turn? Turn. What's your hand doing in my
Oh
pocket?
non,
Yeah,
merde.
I see what's well. Turn? Turn. Ah, you're right.
Sorry, I didn't space out when Numi rambles
Oh,
on
je sais pas
like
qu'est-ce qui s'est
this.
passé. Bon, bref.
We just came by to tell you that your son is working hard to restaff the office, and everything should be up and running by next week.
Very good.
Un petit
Now,
bizarre
if
là.
there isn't anything
Bref,
else you
tant
want to
mieux.
discuss, I do have a plane to catch.
We'll show ourselves out.
See that you do.
Great. Now that he's gone, we can use his machine to see where he's headed. All right. Now to just pinpoint Penderbrook's location.
Oh. Oh.
Uh-oh. Looks like he's on the move. Where is he headed?
Ouais, il est déjà revenu. Putain, mais il va où?
Sure is making a lot of pit stops. He's definitely taking the scenic route.
Bah oui. ici. Ah non.
Gotcha! Now, just fire up that helicopter.
Horace, what are you still doing here?
Tried heading home, but it turns out my landlord kicked me out a couple months back. And here I thought you only had to pay rent for the times you're actually there.
No, that's a hotel.
Life on the road can
Oh,
really
qu'il est
mess
con.
a fella up.
Are you saying you're homeless now?
I prefer to think of myself as sleeping with pigeons. Though I'm not sure how these guys can stand it under all those feathers. I'm sweltering up here in this heat.
We can't have you hanging around the building if you don't work here anymore.
Ah, come on, Reno. I got nowhere else to go.
You, still know how to fly a chopper?
You still have a position in the field for me?
I kind of filled it already, but I guess I could.
No! What's wrong with you? He's been blackmailing you for years.
Yeah, but his hair's grown back.
Show some spine.
You're right. No, you can't have your old job back. Helicopter only.
It has air conditioning.
Good enough for me. Let's go.
Et voilà le chapitre 6. Wow.
Please, don't press the button. It's so cold out here.
I tried to warn you, Sebastian.
Well, if it isn't Arthur Penderbrook, I was wondering when you'd come by to gloat.
C'est un salaud
I
en
did
fait. Hein.
everything I could to stop this. I told the soothmaker your work was doomed, that it couldn't change anything.
You never believed in me.
No? I suppose you think it was just luck. You found that paperclip in your previous cell.
I noticed there isn't one here this time.
It's all run on computer now. And now that they suspect I helped you, they won't let me anywhere near the mainframe.
Don't try to play the saint. You're the one who brought me back here.
If I hadn't, I'd be exactly where you are, along with my entire family.
Then that's what you should have done.
Oh, please! You think we're going to spend the rest of our lives behind bars because you have a thing for flower power?
Thornton, I had no idea it was take your idiot to work day.
Well, I think it's time someone washed out that filthy mouth of yours.
No, don't.
Stop it, Thornton.
You never let me have any fun.
I came by to warn you. After the ceremony, the soothmaker is going to make you an offer. You can forego your sentence if you join us.
What's to stop me from turning against him once they set me free?
Well, you won't be free exactly. Since you're first generation, you'll have to spend the rest of your days in their underground compound.
So I'd be trading one prison for another.
It's the opposite of prison. We'd live there ourselves if we weren't assigned to the surface. You'll be in a world filled with all the art, technology, and medical advancements that are too revolutionary for the public.
Qu'est-ce que c'est que cette
Do you
histoire?
realize how arrogant that is? If the world isn't ready for these things, then why are they? Who made them God?
They did. And you'd be a fool not to join them. What do you say?
No, I won't sell out my world to live in an easier one.
Pearls before swine. Let's go, Daddy. If we hurry, we can take in that new Bollywood picture before it gets shelved.
Whoops. Sorry. Sorry about that, Thornton.
Really? Seems like you were kind of aiming for it.
Bien sûr
How
qu'elle le
did you
visait.
two find this place?
Planted a tracker in your pocket.
I should have known better than to let my guard down around a spy, even my own.
We're here to save Sebastian, and you're going to help us.
And why would I do that?
Because if you don't, we'll tell them you helped us.
I don't know much about this shadowy organization you're working for, but I have a feeling they prefer to stay in the shadows.
You know, I liked you a whole lot better when you had hair.
That makes two of us.
Honestly, I think you look fine like this.
So what's it going to be, Arthur? Are you going to help us get Sebastian out of here or not?
It's not going to be a simple extraction. They've planted a device inside Sebastian that will allow them to track his every move.
How do we get it out of him?
We can't. It's a special nanotechnology embedded in his bloodstream.
A nano what?
You'll be hearing more about it in years to come, once Docillio releases it to the masses, that is.
That's what that shot was! I'm doomed!
Not necessarily. Before a technology and its creator are about to be shelved, legacy members are allowed to challenge the Soothmaker.
You weirdos have a crazy name for everything, don't you?
Wow.
The Soothmaker sets all the laws of the land. If you can get your hands on a legacy pin, you'll be allowed to challenge him for his title. Then you'll be able to free Sebastian.
How often do people win these debates?
Well, that's the thing. He's been undefeated since 1882.
Sounds like this Soothmaker has quite the gift of gab.
Not to mention pretty old.
Those are both massive understatements. No one's been able to prove it, but I'm certain the Soothmaker has been using shelved technology to maintain his position. He's lived far longer than any human should, and his mind is quicker and more knowledgeable than any I've ever seen. He's fixed the rules to match his skills, which has made him pretty much undefeatable. You'll need to find out his secret weapon if you stand a chance at winning the debate.
Alright, so, get a legacy pin, stop the Soothmaker from using whatever he's using, and then win a debate in front of a bunch of massive
Alors, la traduction est vraiment
Anything
foireuse,
else
je
we're
suis
missing?
désolé. Hein.
Yes, don't get caught.
C'est pas top, pas top.
I don't think he'll be needing this anymore.
Qu'est-ce que je regarde? Bon, à première vue, je peux regarder ça.
Balloons filled with helium? This place has everything.
Bon, je peux pas lui parler.
Hey, Penderbrook. Why does everyone wear masks?
Docilites pride themselves on rational thinking. Concealing our identities allows us to judge an idea entirely on its merits, rather than be tainted by prejudices such as age, race.
What about height? Did you
I
get...
suppose that's
Je suis désolé, je prends toutes les
When
infos.
does he...
2007.
2017!
Trust me, that
How did you...
they offered me membership several years ago in exchange. After I failed to do so, they decided they'd been using our offices for their recon.
So that's what... Can't you...
Unfortunately not. Challenging the suit because Thornton and I are relatively new members. We're still
Why did you agree?
being able. Docilites get to bid on who gets to it's done wonders.
C'est complètement démembré ce truc.
That big red button is... This must be where the debate takes place. Behold our idol, the manatee Hugh, here to remind us why we do what we do.
Oh, cute.
Oh, c'est
This
quoi
must
cette
be where the
tricherie?
debate takes place.
Au début de l'histoire, on avait eu Docillio quelque chose.
I noticed you have a pin.
You're supposed to say Viva Docillio. Don't you know anything?
I guess not.
That's how you're supposed to greet people here. One person says Viva Docillio, and the other person says Fortis Docillio.
Sounds fun.
No, it's stupid. This whole place is stupid.
Ugh, something wrong?
I'm too young.
Oh, hey, I know it might feel that way, but one day you'll look back and miss these times.
No, I'm too young to see the movie. They're gonna destroy it after the fair's over, and they're not gonna remake it for 23 years. It's so unfair. Everyone knows the original's always better.
If I could get you into the movie, would you let me borrow that pin?
I guess, but I don't know how you'd pull that off.
Leave that to me to figure out.
Sure, whatever you say.
No. Pressing that button is exactly what one of those Docillio creeps would do. Though, if I'm pretending to be one of those Docillio creeps, maybe I should press the button. Real moral dilemma here. Sebastian, this is going to hurt you a lot more than it will hurt me.
Oh, la voiture!
This ficus has seen better days. They must have dragged the ocean to recover it.
Ça, c'est pas glacé?
Well, look at that. I guess someone at Docillio managed to recover the ficus.
I know that voice.
Lacey?
If it isn't my old roommate, Clara. Welcome to the Docillio Fair.
What are you doing here?
I'm here with my lovely fiancé, Thornton, who I love very deeply. He's shown me the error of my rebellious ways, and I've decided it's better to beat them than join them.
I think you mean it's better to join them than beat them.
Yes, that's exactly what I meant. So what brings you here?
I'm here to see a mutual friend of ours and to make sure he gets home safe.
I was hoping you'd say that. Is there anything I can do to help?
Not that I can think of at the moment.
Let me know if you come up with something. It's what I'm here for.
Will do.
Oh là là, le son est vraiment trop fort. C'est vraiment pas top ça. Hein.
Vivat Docillio!
Fortis Docillio.
How are you today, fellow Docilite?
You seem pretty chipper.
Of course I'm chipper. I've just become a member of the most powerful secret society in the world.
Big whoop.
It is a big whoop, isn't it? Whoop, whoop, whoop!
What's so dangerous about a key?
A key? Ha! This isn't just any key. This is a universal key. It's an actual key to the city, or town, or village, wherever you want to use it, really. Just hold it up to any lock and you'll be able to unlock that baby in a matter of seconds. Obviously, this would have made all locks obsolete and would have been a huge disrupting force in the world's economy, which is why I'm here.
Can I have one of these?
No way, Jose. You'll have to wait until 2021 like everyone else. That's when everything's going to be running on fingerprints.
How did you become a Docillite?
That's a funny story, actually. I was driving home from the patent office when 2 vans came up and drove. The next thing after one
On a compris.
Bye.
doodle.
Vivat Docillio!
Fortis Docillio. Any way you could let this kid in?
If the computer shows they're underage, I can't let them in.
Please?
Look, lady, I'd love to. But you know how big this place is on rules. They catch me doing a thing like that, and I'll never see the surface again.
How can you tell if someone's underaged?
The Suitmakers database has all the age, rank, and membership status of all the Docilites in the world, and it's never wrong.
And where can I find this database?
It's in the Suitmakers hut. But don't you go trying anything stupid.
What movie are you showing?
Oh boy, you're really gonna want to check this one out. It's called, it's called, I'm not actually sure how to pronounce this one, to be honest, but it's a real whooper of a story. It takes place in this world where everyone's hooked up to these computers, but no one really knows it, see? So the main guy has to go to war with all the computers so people can see the world for what it really is, which ain't so good. They did a showing of it in New Delhi last month, but people started asking way too many questions. Can computers actually do that? Are we in a computer right now? How does it make the camera move all fancy like that? Well, pretty soon after that, we swept in and destroyed all the copies. Except for this one, of course.
I've got to go. Vivat Docillio.
Fortis Docillio!
Did you find a way to get me into the movie?
I'm working on it.
Well, work harder.
Do you think we're actually in a computer simulation?
Well, I'm not a legacy, so I've never actually been inside the shelving zone. But let me ask you this. Do you ever feel like you're not exactly in control of what you're doing? Like someone else is making the decisions for you?
Now that I think of it, yeah.
Excellent.
Almost all the time.
Well, there you go.
What happens to a movie after it gets shelved?
It gets destroyed like all the others.
Bon,
Seems like a what?
on l'a
I've got to
on l'a
go.
dit, voilà. Bon, ben, je suis désolé, je pensais arriver à la fin, mais il y a encore beaucoup de choses à faire. Hein. Donc, ben, je vais en arrêter là pour cette vidéo. Et puis, ben, je vous dis rapidement à bientôt, vite, pour la suite. Et je pense qu'on n'est pas loin de la fin. Là. Donc, ben, on va voir. Hein. Mais c'est toujours aussi timbré, aussi débile, mais c'est toujours aussi marrant. Merci à tous d'avoir regardé cette vidéo de The Low Road. Amusez-vous, jouez beaucoup, prenez soin de vous, portez-vous bien. Salut, bye bye.